waiting here. Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Utah Jazz as they play against the Sacramento Kings here in Golden One Center. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Collier out there with Keontae George. Then there's Anderson. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Kessler in at the center position. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, Sacramento this season, bringing in Dennis Schroeder to provide stability to their point guard position, and he's coming off an efficient postseason with Detroit. Schroeder's impact has varied depending on the situation, but the Kings are hoping and believing he'll thrive in their system.
They love his disposition. Thank you, Shams. And so George will bring it up for Utah. It's a three-point game. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Collier. And the Jazz with another three.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Now here's Levine. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. The D bit on that pass fake, and that freed him up.
This is how Levine operates. He hunts down shots and then fully commits to his selection.
And George kicks to Markkanen. The shot's good on the assist by George. Markkanen's got 6.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Markkanen against DeRozan. Shoots over Markkanen, and it's DeRozan missing. Jazz have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Anderson outside. Kessler a screen on Murray to the inside. And Kessler throws it down.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. DeRozan surveying the D. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen.
Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, the head coach for Sacramento gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight. And he said we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Now George, following the three-point attempt by DeRozan. Here's Collier. Markkanen from outside. It's rebounded by Sabonis. DeRozan dishes to Murray. There's the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Pass to Kessler, and he gets the bucket. Kessler's got his second bucket. And this early in the season, Greg, we still have a lot to learn about these teams.
And they're still learning about themselves, right? The coaches are working on rotations and game plans. The players are trying to establish the chemistry that a winning team needs.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Kings making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. Here's the 2K leaderboard with last season's best free throw shooting teams. 4th, the Kings.
They took pride in their success at the line, and it forced opposing defenses to be very careful against them.
Sacramento with the ball. They trail by 11. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
So it's the Jazz now, following the three-pointer by DeMar DeRozan. And George gets it to go.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And maybe more than any team in the West, the Jazz really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
Here's Collier after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Pass to Markkanen. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Kessler. Bank shot, no good. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. 8-point game. DeRozan's shot is good.
Double D has that soft touch, and it serves him well on that interior.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. So, Greg, in the offseason, the Kings made it a priority to address their need at point guard.
I mean, they had multiple combo guards on the roster, but lacked a true lead guard, and they realized they needed someone who could run the offense, hoping Dennis Schroeder can fill that role.
Sacramento making some changes. Jones comes in for Murray, and Monks subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Utah also making some changes. Filipowski, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson, and Bailey subbed in for Collier. .105 left to play here in the first. And here's George for three. The Jazz with another miss.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Sabonis, and slam dunk by Sabonis.
Love to see Sabonis get dominant like this. Defense has no chance to interfere.
Outside, Markkanen. That's for a screen on LaVine. Three-pointer, Markkanen. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. The Kings trail by 4. Right, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Pass to Jones. Over George. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. Utah's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. To the left side wing. Bailey passes to George. Markkanen in the corner. Good on the three-point shot. Markkanen's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Lauri Markkanen getting it done for the Jazz. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Utah Jazz.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Mario Saric is out there with Sabonis. Then it's Ellis. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Monk in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Malik Monk is a key player for the Kings. He said, coming to the organization, I felt like I could bring an energy that Sac had been waiting for. And it's a comfortable fit. Coming here slows everything down. I can just focus on my craft in hand, and it's been working for me. Guys?
He's played great for him. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Here's Sabonis after the basket by Utah. Just 5 on the clock. Ellis can't get it to go. Utah leading by 7. Pass to Hendricks. Now Bailey. He's guarded by Ellis. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. And for Sacramento, they're shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Sinks the triple.
Not just a scorer. Monk is also a quality facilitator for this team.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Changes for Sacramento. McDermott's checked in for Saric. Zach LaVine comes in for Keon Ellis. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And in the summer of 2022, Greg, the Utah Jazz traded away their franchise cornerstones, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell.
And that signaled the beginning of their rebuild, but they've overachieved for a couple of seasons now that ended last year when they really bottomed out.
Zach LaVine just lets the game come so naturally. His ability to catch and shoot is one of the quickest in the league.
Pass to Markkanen, takes the three. It's hauled in by the Kings. Well, it's definitely within striking distance now.
Yeah, but they've got to make each possession count on both sides of the floor.
Bounce pass, Schroeder with three. LaVine, the shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. LaVine's got the lead up to 2 now for the Kings. Utah has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier, and they get it. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Sabonis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
It's good on the putback. And it's a 4-point Kings lead.
You have to watch this. This man has elite athleticism, and it makes him a threat on that offensive glass.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And it could have been a lot closer than it was down the stretch, though. They were terrific.
It was a very solid game for them, and the score might not tell the story of just how superior they were.
Eubanks, he's checked in for the Kings. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Doug McDermott. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for the Jazz. George comes in for Bailey. Outside, George. Good on the triple. George has got 5.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
George against Schroeder. To the middle. Here's Eubanks. And that comes off the assist by LaVine. LaVine's got 3 assists now in this one. When you look at the recent big threes in the NBA, RJ, it seems like they've failed more than they've succeeded.
That's because some teams just acquire stars without considering how their games will complement each other, often forcing guys into a role that they're not suited for.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Levine gets the bucket.
A more effective playmaker than he gets credit for. Levine solid at sizing up defenses and taking what they give him.
George in the post. He's guarded by Schroeder. It's good from long range. 12 points for him.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Levine for 3. The rebound by Collier. Utah's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Outside, Levine. Shoots. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Pass to Monk. A wide open look here for DeRozan. Off target with his 3. Utah's gone 7 of 15 from 3-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. 35 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And it's in there. Now it's a 4-point Jazz lead.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
To stop the run, DeRozan. That's good. DeRozan's got his 3rd basket of the night.
This is where DeRozan makes his living. Such an excellent mid-range shooter.
George against Schroeder. Right side, Markkanen. Over Levine. Again, the Jazz score. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Jazz out in front, up 4. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports.
Two quarters of play completed as we welcome you to take a look at some of the upcoming games on the schedule. It'll be the Hawks against the Magic in Orlando. 7 p.m. Eastern is the tip-off.
It's one to watch, kind of a heavyweight matchup.
That's my favorite.
Let's take a look now at that first half we just saw from the Kings. Man, that was close.
They're letting that team fire away from deep, and it's not doing them any favors. Something got to change, Jet.
Yeah, hard to win when you're giving guys all day to shoot.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Howie Markkanen having a dominant impact in this game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And it's Anderson with the ball for the Jazz. They've led by as many as 11 points. Taking a look at the Jazz, Walker Kessler is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's George. Then it's Collier. And it's Markkanen in at the 3, the small forward. Good.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Schroeder looking around, and DeRozan kicks to Murray. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Sabonis sets the pick for Levine. A 3 off the mark. Utah leading by 6. Here's Collier. Here's George. And Zach LaVine pulls it down. You know, RJ, when you think of the top scorers in the NBA, Zach LaVine can get overlooked.
Yeah, LaVine's career scoring average is over 20 points a game. We're talking about under 100 guys have done that in league history.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process. Seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report.
And hard not to get excited about Keegan Murray's potential. He can shoot the ball. He rebounds it. If this guy continues to grow his game, he could end up being a high-level impact player.
Well, 3. Offensive rebound. Yep, that one goes in there. Sabonis has got his second basket of the night.
Offensive rebounding comes down to muscle and hustle. And Sabonis got a lot of both.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Attention everyone. Now coming on to the hardwood is your Sacramento Kings 3 team. Let's get it. Here we go, fans. It's your Sacramento Kings 3 team.
How he did last season. Averaged about 13 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
They feel confident with him at the helm. He's effective at running the offense, and having someone like that off the bench is an absolute luxury.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Pass to Collier. Anderson, a screen on Levine. Going inside and finished off by Anderson.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Now here's DeRozan. He's got 7. And here's Levine. And the 3 off target. Anderson outside. Markin in a screen on Murray. Pass to Collier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a miss there on the triple. The Kings trail by 4. Outside, Levine. From deep. Rebound, Utah. They've led by as many as 11 points. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 6 in the field here in the third. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up. So we'll see DeMar DeRozan go to the line here. It's on Lauri Markkanen. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Sacramento calls timeout. Okay, Sacramento, time to get loud and make some noise for your 916 crew.
chance to look at some stats for Zach LaVine. Last season, he played outstanding and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And back to what you said, he was runner-up in the three-point accuracy category last season because no one could get him out of his rhythm. He was just unstoppable. Into his mid-30s, the veteran DeMar DeRozan holding up well, Greg.
And such a consistent presence for his team. DeMar plays at his own speed, and he has mastered the art of the mid-range.
Here's Collier. Here's the three. Another miss by Utah.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Here's DeRozan. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Pass to Markkanen. Here's Collier. Back to Markkanen. From past the arc. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Sabonis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. LaVine finds Murray. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. LaVine's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Jazz trail by 3. Here's Collier over LaVine. And it's Collier missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Now a chance to break down how the starters and reserves have contributed in the scoring department tonight for the Utah Jazz. Russell Westbrook in for Sacramento. And Utah also making a switch. Bailey, he's checked in for Markkanen. Utah has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. George against LaVine. Here's Collier. A putback. Rebound by Murray. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Now here's LaVine. He's got 15. Good on the bucket.
I'm going to tell you this. Defensively, you cannot let a streak shooter get a groove. And right now, Zach LaVine, he is on fire.
Here's Collier. Pass to Anderson. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Collier. And the 3-ball is good. Collier's got 6 points.
Well, he's giving himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on one of them.
DeRozan passes to LaVine. Puts the move on. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
We see this time and time again from LaVine. He has the ability to put the offense on his shoulders.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Collier. He's got 6. Jacks up a 3. No good there.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Kings ahead. They finish off the third quarter on a 15-5 run. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. They've got Monk, Drew Eubanks out there with LaVine. Then there's Russell Westbrook, and it's Schroeder in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. So it's Utah now, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Williams for 3. Monk grabs the board. Sacramento leading by 4. Pass to LaVine. To the wing right side. And it's Schroeder missing. Jazz shooting in this game, 45%. Now Markkanen, the three. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Monk finds Westbrook. Levine deciding where to go with it. Lets it go with the three. Utah with the rebound. Lepowski's got 4 rebounds in this game.
I'm going to say he hasn't found the same success here in the second half compared to what we saw from him in the first.
Sacramento's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Here's Schroeder. Yep, right through the net. Schroeder's got the lead up to 6 now for the Kings. And it's Williams with the ball for the Jazz. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Outside, Markkanen. Oh, good with the triple. Sacramento leading by 6. From the arc. And there's Schroeder. That's good. The assist by Westbrook. Schroeder's got 5 points in the quarter.
Even at this stage of his career, Westbrook is still a skilled playmaker in this league.
Down low, here's Williams, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And Doug Christie is called a timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Some changes here for the Kings. Sabonis, he's checked in for Eubanks. Keegan Murray comes in for Russell Westbrook. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Malik Monk. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Doug Christie said to his team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Murray outside. Here's DeRozan. Now Levine. DeRozan shoots the 3. Knocks down the 3.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
Defensive foul. Lowry Markkanen. Second personal foul. First team foul.
One shot.
Shooting for Sacramento, DeMar DeRozan. Shooting 1.
Jazz trail by 9. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Markkanen down low. DeRozan's there. DeRozan pulls it down.
That's kind of a Hail Mary there. That's the mark of desperation.
16-footer dropped in.
That's his bread and butter, DeRozan, one of the great mid-range shooters in this game.
And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Now here's Markkanen.
2 minutes.
Now George.
2 minutes.
Anderson with the screen for George. Murray rips down the board. Sacramento leading by 11. DeRozan inside. No good.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
The shot is good.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Outside, Murray. Here's Levine. DeRozan. Markkanen pulls it down.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Here's Collier, guarded by Levine. George misses the 3. Kings have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Now Sabonis. DeRozan. Sabonis' screen on Markkanen. From about 19, Kessler pulls it down. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's George. Now Kessler.
Kessler. Assisted by George.
Now DeRozan. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
12 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And that one is good.
He plays the game in so many different ways. DeMar DeRozan getting it done here with some nice handles.
So the Kings win it. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Zach LaVine.